Bonsoir Steve, ça va?
Salut, ça va?
Ça va.
Donc, je présente. So, in English.
Yes.
All right. So, my name's Steve. I'm born in Canada, not far from the city of Toronto. I live in Morocco, and I've been living in Morocco for nearly 10 years. 3 years full time, and sort of in between Morocco and a lot of other places in the world for the first maybe 6 or 7 years before I was full time in Morocco. I'm 35 years old, and I am a music producer and a musician. Voilà.
Ok. Vivre ici, c'est comment pour vous, Steve?
What is it like for you living in this country? I love it here. My wife was born here in Morocco, and I met her when I was on tour with a band, passing through Europe and Morocco, and we did a stop here, and I fell in love with it, and never left.
Ok. En quoi ça diffère de chez vous?
Well, there's a lot of differences between Morocco and Canada, that's for sure. The weather being the first one. And the main one, and the second one, I think that's how is it different? I don't even know how to answer that question. It's a different universe here. Morocco is it's not even just a different country. It's the way that people see the world and the way that the world functions is different here. And it's not a good or a bad thing. It's just different, and I love it.
Pourquoi, en gros, avez-vous quitté, par exemple, Canada?
I left Canada by accident. Actually, I didn't really choose to do it. As I just finished telling you, I met my wife here in Morocco, who's born here in Morocco and has lived here all her life.
Okay.
And she followed me around on tour when I was working as a musician for many years, all over the world. And when the time came for us to settle down and get married, etc., etc., she wanted to live in Morocco because her family's here and she's from here, and I thought it was a great idea, and so that's actually why I'm here, is because my wife is from here. And
Ok. Nous vivons tous des expériences dans nos sociétés. Quelles étaient vos premières expériences dans ce pays?
Again, as I've just finished telling you, my first experience in this country was playing music, and it was great. I was at a great club here in Casablanca with a really great audience every night. We played 6 nights a week, and it was a fun kind of a dance band. And yeah, it was just really great. The audiences were great. One thing I love about Morocco is just people really love music. Anything with a beat and a good melody, and people are up dancing and clapping their hands and having a good time, and that's great. That's a big difference actually between here and a lot of other places. Is that in Canada, the audience, or the States, or even in Europe, the audience, you have to win them over. It takes a lot longer. You have to really work for it. But here, I find in Morocco, people are just so open-minded to music, and they just love music that they get into it right away, and it's really great.
Avez-vous des histoires que vous voulez partager avec nous de ce que vous avez vécu ici? Est-ce que c'était facile, difficile, travailler, s'héberger, la vie sociale, tout ça?
Well, what I can tell you, it is a beautiful country, and there's a lot of beautiful people in it. And but there are challenges too. It is a developing country, and there are some inconveniences. And I think there's quite a few expats that complain a lot about that stuff. And it's true, it can be frustrating, but at the same time, there's so many other advantages. You have the human contact that you can have with people here in Morocco is not like other places, or at least not like in Canada or the States or Europe. We have much more of a deeper relationship, I find, with people than what you can have in other places, and that's something that's really important and special about Morocco, is that people are very warm and open and friendly, and you don't have to be anybody to be happy here. You just have to be here. You know?
Okay. Connaissez-vous, Steve, des chansons ou poèmes de chez vous qui expriment vos expériences?
I work with a lot of bands as a producer, a lot of Moroccan groups, so I actually haven't done much writing or composing of my own for many years, but I can tell you that with all the groups that I've worked with, most of whom are a lot younger than me, they tell their story, you know, and they tell their experiences in their music, and so I've got to learn a lot about Morocco and Moroccan culture and how life is outside of my life by working with those artists and listening to their music and working on their music with them. So I don't have any personal stories to tell you about music or via my own music, but what I can tell you is that there's a great scene. There's as much talent here in Morocco as anywhere, and if you want to learn a little bit about Morocco, just go and find some Moroccan music to listen to, and you can find it all over there.
L'avenir.
Dans quel sens?
L'avenir pour vous, c'est quoi?
The future for me, well, I'm building a recording studio here in Morocco, in Casablanca, which will be open in a few months' time. And I'm really hoping to stay a long time and help develop the music scene here. It's just starting. As I said, there's a lot of talent, there's a lot of passion, there's a lot of innovation. And what I'm trying to do here in Morocco is to just bring the standards of recording and of artistic expression up a notch, to bring my experience that I've had all over the world working in studios and in music and arrangement, etc., etc., and try and share that a little bit with Moroccan artists. So the future for me is right here in Casablanca. I'm not going anywhere.
Merci beaucoup Steve pour tout ce que vous présentez, pour tout ce qui est artistique bien sûr, et merci pour l'accueil et à la prochaine. Merci beaucoup.
Merci.